welcome to my channel. This is going to be your favorite Filipina expat, Bianca in Japan. And today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is how to make Japanese friends in Japan. So let's go! Actually, as we grow into adulthood, everybody knows it's hard to make friends. It's not just making friends with Japanese people, it's everyone because instead of going outside, a lot of people I know who are fellow adults just want to stay at home, watch TV, eat, just stay with their partners and families and do their chores rather than go outside. So we see all the memes of like being happy about canceling plans. It doesn't just apply to foreigners, it also applies with Japanese people too. So there are typically two types of Japanese people in foreigners' eyes. So the first type of Japanese person is someone who is more international minded, someone who is more open, and someone who is just going out of their way to meet foreign people and make foreign friends. So you can see this type of Japanese person in, for example, Hello Talk, Bumble, BFF. You can see these people, for example, in forums and threads and Facebooks and line groups. So they're just meetup app as well. They're just out there just trying to make foreign friends. But take note that these people, when you meet them, they're going to talk to you in English. You can't practice your Japanese on them because as someone looking for foreign friends, they either want to practice their English, which is understandable because you're trying to do the same thing in Japanese, or they really just want to make friends and they just want to talk in a language that both of you can understand and express yourself freely, which is in English. So that's one type. Another type is the Japanese person who is more conservative. By conservative, I mean it's not that they're not goofy or they're not, funny. It's just that they're more um, traditional in terms of social interactions. And for example, they're more protective about their information, their privacy, and their time. So this type of Japanese people, you will speak to them in Japanese, and if you can't speak to them in the level that is understandable, it becomes a little mendokusai or a little bit tiresome to be friends for the Japanese person, and eventually this friendship dwindles away. So typically, it's of the interest of foreigners to be friends with type 2 of Japanese person. Because again, you can learn about the tradition and the language of Japanese people. Um, for this type, you can only build long lasting relationships with them if you have recurring instances of meeting. So, for example, if you're workmates, or if you're schoolmates, or if you take the same classes together, like Ikebana or workout classes, or maybe, for example, you will be friends with these people if how do you say it, you're in the same groups, basically in the same circles, and in that case you will have repeated instances of meeting and they'll keep the friendship going because you'll see them every day or every week. The depth of these friendships vary from person to person because sometimes they're just going to be very very polite with you but kind of shut you out, but sometimes also they let you a little bit in and you become part of their friend group and their circle, and then they really are nice people deep down. And this friendship is really nice because when you're in trouble you can call them, or I would say friendship with Japanese people is really quite beautiful because they are very loyal, very patient, and very kind when it comes to their friends. When you become part of their inner circle, not their outer circle, I would say it's a really nice feeling. And you can practice your Japanese. I would say one way to build these friendships, aside from the ones I mentioned as well, is if you, for example, stay in a homestay. So, of course, you're living in the same house and you're always talking, and there's recurring instances of interactions. Then this relationship will bloom and blossom into a beautiful friendship as well. I don't recommend that you make friends through parties, through um how do you say it, through drinking groups. I don't recommend it because usually, for example, you go to a party and you meet the type 2 Japanese person there, and then you really hit it off and you're talking. What you will notice is after that party, when you try to contact them in the next days, they'll usually like tell you that they're busy. And then it's always going to be busy, 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 busy. And you're going to be frustrated if you try to look for real Japanese friends in parties. I mean, type 1 Japanese friends will be there, but again, English and the international mindset, which is okay. But I wouldn't say you would learn much if that's your goal in the friendship. For type 2 Japanese people, they put on a facade in parties and drinking events because that's their party selves. Because after that party, it's not really clear when you'll have the next interaction. They'll typically like brush you off and kind of wait. If you meet again, then you meet again. If not, then not. So they're not going to actively carve out that friendship. It's more of like a waiting game. So, I hope that that was useful somehow to you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. And please like and comment. I will answer all your questions. If you have any suggestions for my next how-to video, let's go do it. Thank you.